Hey guys, welcome back to Stacking Stocks as we speculate on whether another Tesla stock split is on the way. Last year, the stock split somewhere around the mid $1,300. We've seen the stock price get that close just recently. And with these new factories and fourth quarter profits, it's a certain possibility that the stock price could probably exceed the price it was when it split last time. This means that it's possible Tesla's stock price could go crazy. For starters, it's very important to understand what a stock split is. The most important thing to know is that it technically does not make investors any wealthier and doesn't give the company whose shares are being split any incremental capital. A stock split in simple terms means the division of one share into multiple shares, but the total value remains the same as of the original share. One of the primary reasons companies do stock splits is to make shares more affordable to retail investors. This makes the company's shares more liquid and accessible to more investors, which are likely to boost the share price. But the same is not always true. Last time the split announcement increased the stock price by 30%. Is that so hard to believe that it could happen again? Now the market will be expecting it again. Perhaps it'll jump even higher this time before likely a fast readjust when many people take profits. All of this will create a massive boost in the stock price, making it exceed the previous stock price when the last split was announced. We think it's possible the stock could shoot past $1,500. That's a huge jump. There's a reasonable chance of so many stock boosting events coming up. We've backed these up with some ideas too. An opportunity like this does not come up often. Once these events occur, then it sends the stock price so high that Tesla will inevitably have to announce another split. If we're at a $1,500 stock price and this announcement boosts the stock a further 30%, that takes us up to a $2,000 stock price. As a holding shareholder, this is also exciting and you get to see your stock and net worth rise significantly. But the stock will readjust eventually. But the price could remain strong north of $1,500. One of the reasons Tesla has to split is that it's too hard for the employee stock purchase plan. Tesla wants to make it easy for their employees to own stock. We don't believe they can buy fractions of the stock like some trading platforms allow. Tesla doesn't want its stock price trading too high, likely for several reasons. It is going to split. There could be some major macro or black swan event where Tesla and the market crash so much that perhaps Tesla does not need to split for a little longer. On the other hand, it could approach its last pre-split price this month. Tesla will have unbelievable fourth quarter profits. We're talking about over 10 times what they were the last fourth quarter, over 10x in EPS within just 1 year. Tesla also has 2 new factories where everything pretty much went to plan except for regulatory issues with Berlin and the Cybertruck was delayed about a year. And China will be about 3 or 4 times bigger than initially assumed. We witnessed all that became of Tesla over the last year. This isn't meant to be about how low Tesla's stock price appears to be relative to everything else that's happened. This is more about what's ahead of us as fourth quarter earnings, accompanied with the earnings call, which we know is going to be a big deal because Elon is on it. It may be streamed with live video in Austin, perhaps, and then Elon might officially announce the opening of Giga Austin. There's obviously going to be something or some things mentioned that are a big deal on this call. With outstanding earnings and at least one factory opened in the next couple of months, it has a strong possibility of pushing the stock price into split potential prices. The market may even preemptively feel it coming and push the price up before even any mention of a split, just the mere inkling that it's on the way. This could end up raising the chances of the split even further, thus resulting in more people preemptively purchasing, possibly resulting in a self-fulfilling prophecy. There are a lot of potential catalysts coming up right now that could create some momentum in the stock price again. Just to remind you, the last quarterly results that were announced took the stock price above $1,200. This result is going to be at least 50% higher than the last, just quarter over quarter, probably even 60% higher. This is a gigantic leap in profits just over a quarter. If it's also pushed with the Austin opening, then that is some serious momentum for the stock. The price could leap. Austin opening is a really big deal because we get 4680 specifications from the vehicles. All the speculations on what difference these batteries will make to the vehicles will be put to rest. They will likely have faster charging capabilities and longer range with higher performance and a lighter weight. We're continually hearing about the latest and greatest technology from each of the legacy auto and Chinese autos. This is the latest and greatest from Tesla for their mainstream model since the 2170 battery was introduced. It'll be an even greater leap in technology than the 2170 was from the 18650. This is another reason the Austin opening is such a massive deal. All of these events and others could push the stock price up and maintain it there, resulting in Tesla announcing a split. Tesla will likely do at least $2.5 billion in net profit in the fourth quarter. Annualized, that comes to $10 billion. If you think Tesla should have a quarterly P/E ratio of 150, that puts the stock price around $1,500. Even if the P/E ratio is lower from that event, then there are other events to improve its chances to reach split level. If you're just holding Tesla for years, the split is of little consequence to you, although it may allow you to accumulate shares a bit easier if you can't buy at fractions. In the long run, it makes very little difference. If there's a chance of a split around the corner, we feel it prudent to always have some options on the go just in case it's announced. The split will make trading a lot easier and less risky, and the options will only be about a fifth of the price today. This may not even be Tesla's last split anytime soon either. Currently, though, everyone is talking about the macro issues, which may inevitably affect P/E ratios. Usually, the only macro event that affects the stock price is the crash. Until then, it'll keep going in an upward trend until it drops. The fact that everyone's talking macro events means that it's not going to crash. It usually catches people off guard. In the last 6 months building up to a crash, you see the highest increases. There are some dangerous events circulating around the economy, so you can never predict them. Many people had been talking about a crash coming just about every month last year. As John Maynard Keynes said, the markets can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. Markets aren't something you can predict. Rather than attempt to predict the markets, we do the best to predict the future of Tesla. Now that Tesla is done covering its OPEX, it will start making some serious money as we're about to witness for the first time in the fourth quarter. This may be the only time for a little while, as these new factories will take some time to ramp up efficiently enough to make profits. These may be the events to take Tesla to the next level, so watch out for them. If you enjoyed the video, remember to share, like, and subscribe. Let us know what you think via the comment section. Stay safe and see you next time right here on Stacking Stocks.